Hey everyone, it's Alex, and welcome to this Marvel Snap video where we're discussing the latest Series 4 card to enter the world of Marvel Snap, and that is Chameleon, the 3/3 that reads, on reveal, copy the text of another card here you revealed this turn. Right off the rip, do I think you need to FOMO into Chameleon? No, I do not. I see the potential in it though, especially as a combo-centric piece in combo decks like Machine Gun Gambit or Ajax and Toxic and stuff like that. It has potential, but it is also very restrictive. You have to play a card that you revealed on that turn in that location to get the effect. It has the flexibility of copying any text, not just the ongoing that Mystique does and stuff like that. It'll copy everything under the sun, but you have to follow its rules, and that really restricts its viability. But in combo-centric decks, this might be the perfect card. It's going to take some time to determine whether or not those combo-centric decks are worth playing. We're going to need some stats to actually see if they're worth it. But I will say that I was impressed when the stars aligned and Chameleon was in my hand and I was able to make some magic happen. But with that being said, he's very inflexible. It seems as though you have to just have things line up perfectly. And with Marvel Snap, I found clips difficult with Chameleon because I never got to the end of the game. People are like retreating. And so Chameleon is very much a card you're going to be playing on turn 6 or 7. You don't just play Chameleon out on turn 3. You don't tempo this card out. And again, so you have the restriction of the ability, which is, location centric, reveal centric, turn centric. And then you have the idea that because you have to play it in tandem with another card, you really can only play it late in the game. It's very restrictive, and its opportunity to shine was very limited. But when it did shine, it was like a fantastic combo piece. And that's the problem, and that's why we want to see how these decks shape up at the end of the day. It is a Series 4 card, so it's half the cost of a Series 5. I certainly do appreciate that, but time's going to tell whether or not it's worth adding to your collection. Me, right now, as I see it, I don't think it's worth adding because it just seemed too niche. But however, niche cards sometimes find very applicable niche decks where they shine. And it wouldn't surprise me if down the line, Chameleon did ultimately find a perfect deck where it is just the right piece to amplify its reach in the meta. But until then, you definitely can pin it and wait. No FOMOing here. Let's talk about some decks. When it came to Chameleon decks, by far my favorite deck was Toxic Chameleon. I really like this deck, and one of the things that I enjoyed about it was the confirmation that Malekith and Chameleon will work properly in tandem with one another, and you see it in the first gameplay highlight. Let me explain. Essentially, playing this deck, if you happen to play Malekith on turn 4 and it pulls Chameleon, you can actually play something like Hazmat on turn 6, and as long as you play Hazmat in the Chameleon location as the game ends, what happens is that Chameleon will reveal and reproc that Hazmat effect. That also means that Chameleon will work with Invisible Woman. The invisibility effects are working in such a way that you can combo them together, and so as a result, I think there is some potential for cooking there. It's also worth knowing that this deck will allow you to play something like an Anti-Venom on turn 4, and you could potentially combo the Chameleon with the free cards you get, which is pretty cool, especially when you consider that Luke Cage will also set the power back to the original power for the Anti-Venom card, while also keeping its cost set to 0. So that allows you to combo with Chameleon. Moreover, one of the benefits of this deck is quite simply playing Hazmat into Chameleon on turn 6. If you Ajax turn 5 and you Diamondback on turn 3 or whatever, you literally just win the game most of the time with Hazmat Chameleon. Back-to-back, double pump. This deck is a great place for you to test Chameleon if you pull it. I liked it a lot, and if I'm going to be playing Chameleon, this is where I'm going to go. But naturally, you're like, Alex, I want to see some other stuff too. I want to see some Silver Surfer Chameleon. Was it good in this deck? Now, I had a couple Silver Surfer variations. This was the one I primarily was trying. It was fine. It was fine. It was okay. It was merely okay. It's going down. I like Surfer a lot. Here's the thing. I used to really like Surfer with Absorbing Man. Surfer with Absorbing Man had a couple different benefits. First of all, if you have something like a Superior Spider-Man, the advantage of having the Absorbing Man is it has the flexibility of hitting Brood and then Absorbing Man, and you're getting a ton of stuff on the field to play. Also buffable by the Silver Surfer. Now, with just 6 energy, you can Chameleon Silver Surfer into a given location. Keep in mind, Brood will always be a location you can't play that combination in, so you have to kind of plan macro-wise. Was this deck good? It was okay. Toxic? Way better in my opinion. But I still wanted to give the Silver Surfer a shot, but again, I do feel like the Toxic one was better. And this was the other Chameleon-based deck I was trying to work with Silver Surfer for steps and stuff. I do think the other one's probably a little better, but I just wanted to show it to you in case you were interested in seeing my thought process. We did have Chameleon 3. Now, first of all, congratulations to Dexter on the birth of his daughter. I'm sure you saw the video on Dexter's channel. And in honor of Dexter, we played some Cerebro today. And actually, I liked this deck a lot. I had a lot of fun with this deck. Yes, you get scammed because it is Cerebro, but I will tell you that one of the things I really liked about this was Lockjaw and M'Baku. Because what you can do is you always have, if you top deck M'Baku and you have it on turn 6, you play Iron Man M'Baku, you play Valkyrie M'Baku, and with the M'Baku, you basically rotate the Lockjaw, force him back into your deck, and then he comes flying down anyway. It's cool. Was Chameleon good in this deck? He actually wasn't bad, because copying Cerebro with the 3/3 naturally is going to be good. Cerebro just finished winning the Golden Gauntlet. It's good here. If you're a Cerebro enjoyer, Chameleon just might be worth getting, because it's a solid card. This was my take. I simply wanted to play some Valkyrie. I was excited to play Valkyrie. When I play C3, I want to play some cards I don't often get to play, and Valkyrie is one of them, especially considering we have a lot of things like Man Spider and Black Panther popping off right now, and Valkyrie kind of says, nope. And also in C3, you get to play Shang-Chi, which I think is particularly beneficial. But long story short, if you're going to play anything and you want to just give something a shot, I do think that Toxic Chameleon is great. If you're missing something like a Diamondback or Malekith or whatever, you can definitely put in Man-Thing. Man-Thing's an option in these types of decks as well. But overall, I came away very impressed with this particular deck. So long story short, the gameplay highlights are going to showcase Chameleon. If you're interested in Ezekiel Sims, that is going to be tomorrow's video, so stay tuned. And if you're not subscribed yet, be sure that you subscribe to catch all the newest content when it releases. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy these gameplay highlights. You know what, I got to tell you, the Snapchat's been a tremendous treat to be able to do, especially with all the community support that it gets. I really appreciate everybody. It really does mean a lot to me. It's a lot of work. It's basically 5 hours out of my weekend every weekend. You figure, like, usually it's like, you know, an hour and a half of recording, but it's not just that. You know, you chat, you this and that, you know, about half hour there, half hour here. You do a recording for an hour and a half. And then I watch it all back. And then that itself is like a lot. Watching it back is kind of crazy sometimes. It's like a 5 hour editing. Not 5 hour editing. It's like literally 2.5 hours of editing. Yeah, it's like 4 hours, 5 hours of committal. All right, we're going to Malekith here. Let me get this. I just kind of want this Chimichanga out of my hand. I just don't care. I mean, we could Chameleon and then use Chimichanga merge. That's kind of funny. If we pull Chameleon as the card with, what's it called, Malekith, we might be in an interesting position. It is Chameleon. So now we find out, we do the science. So Chameleon being Malekith, if we end with Hazmat on this location, it has to be in this location. Will we be okay? If Anti-Venom hits Ajax, we're kind of in a great spot. Then we can Ajax, Cager, Hazmat. Okay. Big zombie horde. Oh, they're snapping a zombie horde's massive. And they're gonna giant zombie man. If that's Ajax, we have lines. Give me Ajax. Yes! Okay, there's hope. There is actual unironic hope. There's cope and there's hope. They're going to try and flip here. This is already big. Ajax. Cager. Hazmat. We find out whether or not Hazmat Chameleon works like we're hoping. This goes to 15. Double proc down. They're obviously going to play a Giant Zombie Man. Giant Zombie Man. They're playing Giant Zombie Man. But most importantly, we find out if the Hazmat interaction works. Conversely, we can play Ajax on top of this, but I think that's going to be overkill. I think I'd rather double Hazmat with Cage on the board. I think I'd rather flip this location with Ajax, Luke Cage, which also resets the Ajax, by the way, to some degree of power. Hazmat here and find out if Chameleon gets picked up. I like this. Let's just find out if this works. No giant zombie man. Wow. Okay. Now we find out if it works. It works! Yes! Malekith, Chameleon Hazmat confirmed! That's actually a big deal. The fact that we confirmed it works this way is huge. That makes Chameleon an actual viable card here. This is really useful. I'm not going to say Chameleon's going to take this archetype to the next level, but there's a chance exactly what you just saw was exactly what we needed to do. And it worked perfectly. And Chameleon can hit Diamondback, but obviously Hazmat under the reveal is huge. I'm so happy we tested that. And it worked phenomenally. Okay, we do have Surfer, Brood, Chameleon. We have options. They can change Rickety Bridge with Merlin. Lost Diablo's base can hit it. Do we get something here? Sebastian Shaw. Okay, I was going to say, let's get something that at least generates value. Spear, Spider-Man, Sebastian Shaw. Something. Something that does anything is what we're looking for here. Are you kidding me? They get Colossus? Destroy left, please. Thank you. Oh my god. What are the chances? Okay, hold on. Let's think this through. Superior Spider-Man. We have 6 energy turns. So Superior Spider-Man here. Next turn we have 6. We want to go Brood mid, probably. Close with... So Brood mid +1. Bro. Okay, well, that could have been way worse. It's not that bad. We did it. I might just get SKO. No, we don't need to do that. Extra energy 2. 1, 2. We don't need the space. We can just do this. SKO'd or no? We'll have 1 extra energy, so if we get Galacta, doesn't matter because we're doing Chameleon. No, we're doing Chameleon next turn anyways. We gotta actually play Chameleon and Surfer and see if it does anything. Lol? What? Okay. Well, they can Merlin it, though. We gotta be careful. They can get rid of it, but they're really far behind. Do they actually get rid of it? Because if they try to get rid of it, they just lose. So they can't just get rid of it. There's no way they just get rid of it. They gonna try and clog us, though? Yeah. So I know they probably had it. Okay. Okay, Galacta's interesting. Galacta, Surfer, Chameleon. Is it enough to win, though? We find out right now. They play? Got some Debris gameplay. Debris is a big card. That's some big numbers. Oh, damn. I think Chameleon's actually going to win this game because of that Shadow King. Chameleon's going to win it, guys. Never mind. So Chameleon was ultimately unnecessary. I got excited for a sec. Forgot the extra buff from Sebastian Shaw. But the combo worked. We did it. We did Chameleon and Silver Surfer. And we achieved victory. You'll love to see it. Silver Surfer. That's not Silver Surfer. That's Quicksilver. Not quite the same as Silver Surfer. Bro. I don't think I can get to 10 power there right now. Let's just play balance in case we get scammed by any locations here. Also, Domino in the Deadpool movies was so awesome. I actually really liked her a lot. Probably not snappable. Yeah. They're probably relying on Silk. There's also better hits for Red Guardian, but disabling the Silk when they're probably anticipating having to make sure it rolls is probably good. Fanta. We just Lofi here. We'll have extra energy. They never play right. Unfortunately, I think that... Oh, they do play right. Damn, crazy. What is this? Domino? Lol. We literally can just Ajax right now. And then we can Chameleon Hazmat, see what happens. We won't have enough for Chameleon Hazmat Cage, though. Now I wish I kind of got Cage out. This Silk never made much of a difference, but I top-decked Cage, so I can't really change that. They're kind of weak. Could Chameleon... They're snapping back. We actually have Chameleon Hazmat, but I don't think it's enough. The only thing is they're going to move Hydra Bob out. Right? So this moves with it. They can't move Silk. What are they doing? Do they have Luke Cage themselves? I think we win. Okay, still 7 power. Whew. That's a close one, man. That was a surprise Enchantress, too. Diamondback Hazmat's enough for 8 cubes. Wow. That's close. And we also dodge... I mean, Bobber coming to the right would have been debuffed anyways. Whew, that's a close game. Chameleon not making it out. He could have been played, but I think we made the correct choice. We have not yet really taken full advantage of Valkyrie. Nor have we taken full advantage of Shangers, in fact. We gotta get some Shang-Chi gameplay happening at some point. Who's getting clapped by Clown City? And, oh, never mind, I'm getting clapped. I feel like it's not a Marvel Snap gameplay highlight video if I'm not crashing in the game. Like, honestly, the amount of crashes that I what the f... Alright. This game's not broken at all, guys. Tell me he goes down. Is he gonna stay there the whole time? Jesus, okay. Aunt Maze is cool for the Man of Iron. Oh, he's back! Look, he's here! He's here. Uh-oh. Oh. Technically a Chameleon video. If I win, it's a Chameleon video. FYI. I might just Shongers right now. Turn 5. Iron Man into Aunt May's. Turn 6. Lockjaw Umbaku.
Power must be controlled.
Gotta go Iron Man here, baby. You gotta go Iron Man here. No, you gotta Lockjaw Umbaku. Because you send Umbaku back into the deck and he comes out for free, basically, right? While getting a card on board. And I like it too because on turn 6 you can Umbaku, Valkyrie, Umbaku, Iron Man. Aunt May's C3 is sick. Oh no! The humanity!
Iron Man.
That is the most disgusting display of Marvel Snap I've ever seen in my life. How dare you? You disgust me. That is inappropriate and inexplicable that you would do such a thing. Yeah, you get the hell out of here. You are ashamed of yourself, Durbin. You Black Bolt Umbaku after we just finished talking about everything that Umbaku did? Technically a Chameleon video. You know, I gotta tell you, it's exciting to play Cerebro 3 again. And it's not just because Cerebro be winning championships, but it's because Cerebro is one of those decks that you're like, you know what, I kind of hate myself today. Let's play some Cerebro. Boom. You know what, I feel like this is going to be Death Domain or something. I won't be able to play in this location. Lockjaw, you've now saved that location. Thank you so much for your contribution. Look how right I am. Alright, it's Camelot. We're screwed. Never mind. We're playing C5 now. Congratulations, friends. You're now playing Cerebro 5. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Scarlet Witch? Yes, okay. We always Scarlet Witch? Do I get Cerebro? I just throw Cerebro down. Okay, let's throw Cerebro. I can also technically Valkyrie that lane. Okay, we got the Scarlet Witch. We're not completely cooked. Let's Mystique. We set up for a potential Valkyrie play mid. Valkyrie cooks mid, actually. Bast? Bast kind of sensual? No matter what we have, 5 energy next, 6 energy next turn. So we hold Bast for a sec. Oh, hitting Iron Man's too good though. Do we just ship it right now? They do have Enchantress. Enchantress does make these decks, but if they had Enchantress, they'd have snapped by now, I think. I think you have to Bast here. We send this. See what happens. Oh, yeah. Enchantress coming Hundo P. How can this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Got nowhere to run. Okay. Chameleon? Mobile? We cooked them with Iron Man left? They never see this coming. They're never in a million years. We ship it. Play your Enchantress mid. Get thy cheeks clappeth. and we go into victory formation. We're playing some C14. Snap? I don't want to snap. I'm scared. You think I should snap? Oh, it's too late. I was going to snap. Red skill? Damn.
I am Iron Man.
And the M'Baku for good measure. That is how you play a game of Marvel Snap. If you guys even doubted it, give your head a shake, because that game was never in question. Chameleon becoming Jeff. We win left. They Red Skull into an Iron Man. Chef's kiss. This was the best game ever. Thank you. Uh-oh, we got some Hunger gameplay. That can only mean one thing. They are playing Superior Spider-Man. I see you there. Well. It's fun playing Lockjaw again, by the way. Excellent in Cerebro 3. One might even say a fantastic card in Cerebro 3. I don't know, man, if I want Mount Vesuvius just sitting there staring me down, being like, yo, how do you like them apples? The problem is, though, we have Chameleon Cerebro. Like, if I play on Dark Dimension, Chameleon should pick up the final resolution, right? I'm not sure. It should work this way. So do this. Ship it for content. Sometimes these interactions are tricky. I'm almost positive that Chameleon will pick up on the order by which we do this. Chameleon versus Valkyrie, though. Valkyrie's just better? I think we do Valk. Let's do Valkyrie. Can't leave now, gamers. Okay. M'Baku's gonna come from the top rope. Do bear that in mind. We do this. We don't even act, because what if we get Bast or M'Baku? We don't want that. We don't even activate Lockjaw. We just ship Shongers here. And we try to achieve victory? They're going to play Giant Zombie Man mid. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. I'm playing Cerebro, and I never play Cerebro. So let's see what happens. Oh, it's Zombie Giant Man there. All right, well, thank you for the immediate horde clappage. See ya.
Power must be controlled.
I'm suddenly more confident in this gameplay experience. Oh, yeah, we're clapping. We are clapping cheeks, friends. Look at that. Whoa! And M'Baku from the top row. You know, that actually played pretty well. I should have snapped. But if I snap, they leave. So, that was a fun one. We didn't get to play Chameleon, so technically not a Chameleon game. But you damn well know I'm putting this in the video, and you can't stop me.